time, if you would stand, take off your hats and face the flag, and honor America with our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Deer Park High School as we present Varsity Volleyball!
And this is my step on this.
The Red Blue Devils versus our own Deer Park Wildcats. Now,
I'll do it again.
introductions to the Red Blue Devils. Number 4, Abby Gonzalez. Number 8, Casey Sweeney. Number 10, Brooke Andrew. Number 11, Meredith Hess. Number 12, Ava Allen. Number 13, Audrey Lunsford. Number 14, Holly Bob. Number 22, Clara Charlie. Number 24, Kelsey Brown. Number 25, Lily Greenmiller. Number 26, Reagan Stewart. Number 28, Elizabeth Schulo. Number 29, Katie Aiken. And number 30, Kate Cooper. Now for your Deer Park Wildcats! Number 1, a junior, Abby Beach. Number 2, a junior, Riley Cox. Number 4, a sophomore, Abby Woodley. Number 8, a sophomore, Fiona Douglas. Number 12, a junior, Kayla Thomas. Number 15, a junior, Anna Conover. Number 18, a junior, Mackenzie Jensen. Number 24, a junior, Calvin Short. Now, for the 3 seniors. Number 16, the middle blocker, Abby Pettyjohn. Number 13, an outside hitter, Camille Lawrence. And tonight, a senior, number 5, who's your libero all around, Gracie Loudon. Ladies, let's play some volleyball!
Alrighty, thank you, Barry Pettyjohn, for those introductions. We are here for Youth Night as our Deer Park Wildcats are taking on our rivals, the Reading Blue Devils. Thank you for joining me today for our first broadcast of the season for our volleyball crew. They come in on the year at 3-3 so far this year. Second CHL match of the season First one was last week against Marymount, where they took them to 5 sets, but unfortunately could not come away with the victory. The Deer Park this year is playing a 9-person rotation with a 5-1 offense, which is what we are accustomed to seeing from our Wildcats this year. Couple new faces on our squad this year, and one in a new position with the graduation of Reagan Osborne, who was a 4-year libero starter. Senior Grace Loudon steps in to that role for starting off. Douglas with the serve. Douglas currently leads the CHL in service aces through the first 6 games. And Pettyjohn quickly gets going with her first kill of the night. Douglas back with the serve. Nice lefty serve there. And that goes long, so point goes to the Wildcats. Wildcats can't quite corral it, so it's a side out for the Blue Devils. Back in serve receive for the Wildcats, we've got Douglas, Loudon, and Carr. Douglas is able to get that up to Beach. Morgan with a nice strong hit. We have a ready Blue Devil in the net, so point and side out goes to the Wildcats. Morgan with the serve. Pedro was able to get a hand on it. Can't quite corral the hit afterwards. Loudon sends the free ball over. And a block that Pettyjohn wasn't able to, or the Blue Devils weren't quite able to corral. Denson is in the game. Loudon's going to take a quick seat. Loudon with the swing. Loudon is going to return. Pettyjohn's going to take a seat. Loudon's able to get that up. Beach sends it over. And the point goes to the Wildcats. Senior Camille Lewis enters the match for the first time tonight. Like I said before, the Wildcats go in a 9-person rotation, which is going to keep our legs and such fresh. But there is a sub limit in volleyball. You can only sub so many times in a set. Morgan's able to get that up. Abby. They're going to call her in the net, so point goes to the Blue Devils. Lewis with the swing. They are going to call a double touch on the Blue Devil setter. Riley Carr re-enters the game. And it's an ace. Benson sends it over. Carr's able to get that up. Logan with the swing. On a system ball for the Wildcats, able to get that sent over. So he sends it to that deep back corner. And the ball falls. The cross shot goes down for a kill. In the game last night, Callan Morgan had herself 8 kills in that game, so she's looking to continue on that hot streak. Hey, John. Quite couldn't get that around the antenna. So you have to, on that side, you have to get it on the right side of the antenna that's on that side. And according to line judge Mr. Beach, it went through the left side. And it goes to our Wildcats. The lefty Douglas is going to re-enter the game and head back to the service line. And it's an ace. As I mentioned before, she is currently leading the CHL in aces through the first part of the season. She had 19 coming into this game and at least one more. Can't quite corral the cross shot there. Don't think I've seen a block from a free ball very often, but that is what Pettyjohn just did. And at the net now, we have the 3 Abbeys. Beach to Pettyjohn. Goes out the side. Wildcats currently hold a 12-9 lead. He can't quite get to that second ball. And Pettyjohn gets himself another kill. Johnson's going to re-enter the game. Alden's able to get that up. Denson sends the free ball over. And the ball hits that campfire spot. 1 point game with the Reading libero Brooke up there. We will actually see Brooke again tomorrow night, as she is also on the Reading women's soccer team. And they come to Deer Park tomorrow night. Our men's soccer team is out there today. And she gets herself an ace to tie it up at 13 here in the first set. Loudon's able to get that one up. Denson with the tip over. Morgan to Peach to Woodley for the kill. Lewis back in the game. Douglas is going to take a seat. Able to get up that double block. And they're going to call it for a 4, so they didn't consider there to be a touch there with the attempted block. Loudon sends the ball over. We're going to call her for a double. Wildcats look to get a side out here. With it being 15 all, at this point it's going to be the first to 10. Morgan to Beach to Denson for the kill. Carr is going to come back in the game and head down to the serving line, looking to extend the lead for our Wildcats. Denson with a big time block. Carr back to serve. So they are going to say that there was no touch at the net. So that would have given Reading 4 hits and the point to our Wildcats. Nice hustle play there by the Wildcats to keep that ball alive. And they get the point. Wildcats would not give up on that play. Carr continues her serving run. They're going to say Wildcat was in the net, so side out, ball to the Blue Devils. Gets to serve up. Morgan with the dump in the middle that Redding could not corral. Denson's going to have a seat. Loudon's going to go back to serve, and Pettyjohn is back in up at the net. Walkouts are all over that one. And Pettyjohn gets another kill in this first set. Wildcats look to push forward to take set number 1. Wildcats look to side out here. Lewis with the swing. Morgan can't quite get there. Wildcats still have a 3-point lead. Need a side out here. Gets it up to beat to Pettyjohn. It goes long. Pettyjohn with the swing, and it falls. That's at least her 4th kill of set number 1. And I say at least because I am not the official stat person. Douglas is going to return in the game with her lefty serve, looking to finish this one out for us. The Wildcats are 2 points away from taking set number 1. And it's an ace. And we have set point. Set point for the Wildcats. Allen's able to dig that up. Pettyjohn with the swing, and it goes too far wide. So a side out will give the Wildcats a set 1 victory. Morgan with the swing. Pettyjohn with the swing and gets the kill to end the first set. Your Wildcats 25, the Reading Blue Devils 20. We will be back here in a couple minutes. And we are back for set number 2. As this is varsity, we do play best 3 out of 5. Shout out to our JV Wildcats for the 2-set sweep on the Blue Devils. Lots of freshmen on that squad, and they played really, really well. Excited to see how they progress throughout the year. Currently, they are 2-1 on the season. So Brennan's going to have serve first. So starting lineup for the set is Loudon, Lewis, Pettyjohn, Pete, Carr, and Morgan. Each over to Pettyjohn, able to be dug up by the Blue Devils. And the Wildcats get the side out. Douglas is going to come in. Her lefty serve has been giving the Blue Devils trouble thus far today. And she does it again. Douglas gets the Blue Devils out of system, and they can't quite corral it. So 2 easy points for the Wildcats. Another out of system ball for the Blue Devils. They get that one over. Pettyjohn with the swing. Got Carr to beat to Morgan. And that ball goes out. Douglas continues her serving run. Back in service seat for the Wildcats, we've got Douglas, Loudon, and Carr. So nice, strong back line here. We got a service 8 error for the Blue Devils. Woodley is going to enter the game for Carr, giving us that Abby trio in up at the net. Douglas gets her hand on that one, but they can't quite corral it after. Morgan with the nice pass up, and that swing falls for Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn with the serve. Able to get the dig there. Wildcats send a free ball over. Woodley is right there, and she's going to take a swing. Misjudged that one up at the net. Woodley with another kill. Beach back to serve. Wildcats currently leading 8-3 early in the second set. And that falls in that back corner. So side out Blue Devils. Service error by the Blue Devils. Carr returns to the game, heading back to serve. Free ball over by the Blue Devils. Morgan tips and it falls. And they're saying a Wildcat went under the net. Loudon's able to get that one up. Morgan with the swing. And Lewis sends back that overpass for a kill. Pettyjohn's going to re-enter the game since it's going to have a seat, and Loudon is back to serve. Loudon's able to get that up. Lewis with the swing. And it falls for another kill. Wildcats up 13-5 here in the second. Loudon continues her serving run. And Blue Devils can't quite corral that short serve. You can tell that Loudon was aiming for that 10-foot line, which is typically either open or maybe some weaker passers. And it worked out for Loudon to get the ace. So we are on a timeout. We will be back in roughly 30 seconds. And we are back. Wildcats currently holding a 9-point lead. Looking to go up 2-0. And Loudon's serve goes long. Morgan's able to get the serve up. Lewis with the swing. Carr is right on top of that ball. And they're going to say that hit the top of the tape. Loudon's able to get that serve up. Beach tries to trip ready, and it worked. So she tipped it over right into that campfire, and here comes our lefty server, Douglas. Is able to get to that one. Some out of system, can't quite get over the net there. John with the swing. We get a hand on it, but can't quite corral it past that. Wildcat still with a 6-point lead, looking to side out here. Loudon gets that pass up, swing by Morgan, and the cross goes too wide. Loudon sends the free ball over. And that swing goes long. Side out Wildcats. We're going to see Woodley return to the court. Carr's going to take a break. And Morgan is going to be back to serve. Morgan's serve goes into the net, so side out to the Blue Devils. Currently, Wildcats are leading 17-11 here in the first set. And that is a Blue Devil ace. The Wildcats get that ball over after not giving up on it. Loudon sets up Woodley. We have a Blue Devil under the net, so point for the Wildcats. Denson's gonna come back in. Loudon's going to take a break. Pettyjohn back to serve. If this is your first volleyball broadcast with us, Grace Loudon as the libero can only serve for one position, so that's why you will see, even though that she comes in for two people, which as a libero you can go in for anyone in the back row, she only serves in one of the serving spots. Everybody ready. Lewis is going to re-enter the match. And Beach back to serve. And just like we saw in the first half, we have the ball going on the wrong side of the antenna, so that does not count. And Jensen's going to send that over. to Woodley. Was able to cover up her own block, but it goes out on the side. So side out to the Blue Devils. Wildcats are 5 points away from taking set number 2 and taking a commanding lead in this match. Loudon with a great pass on the serve receiver. Denson with the hit. It's blocked, but the Wildcats are able to get that back over. Beat to Woodley. Can't quite fall. And Redding's able to corral that with the hustle play. And they're going to say a Blue Devil is in the net. We've got Carr entering the match. Coming back to serve. Carr gets that up. Beach is able to get it out of the net, and Loudon is able to send it over. And Carr somehow gets that over with a one-handed swing. Great hustle by Riley Carr there. Laying her body out on the line. Wildcats look to side out here. Lewis with the swing goes too long. If you're the Wildcats, you want to side out here and stop this momentum that Reading has slowly started to gain. Loudon to Beach to Morgan, and it falls. Denson is going to have a seat. Pettyjohn back in, and Loudon is going to be back to serve. Wildcats look to push 3 to take set number 2. And that one goes long. So a couple of service errors by the Wildcats have let Reading inch closer in this set. Lewis with the swing. Pettyjohn sends that overpass back down to the Blue Devils. We got the lefty coming back in, looking to finish this out here in set number 2. She gets Reading out of system. Pettyjohn gets a hand on it, but can't quite get there, so side out to the Blue Devils. Loudon with the nice pass up. Pettyjohn with the swing. Gets the Blue Devils out of system. Pettyjohn with the slide. Loudon's able to get that up. Morgan with the line drive dump over. Loudon with a back row attack. And the ball falls in the Wildcat campfire. We are within 3 here in set number 2. So the Wildcats desperately need a side out. Loudon gets that serve up. Pettyjohn with the swing. Carr with the dig. And Morgan with the air there. And head coach Megan Beach is going to take a timeout. Your Wildcats 23, the Reading Blue Devils 21 here in set number 2. We will be back in 30 seconds. And we are back. Wildcats currently clinging on to a 2-point lead here in set number 2, looking for the side out. I think head coach Megan Beach is thinking that there's some foot faults going on in this serving as she, and that falls for Petty John, and we have set point for set number 2. Woodley is re-entering the game. Petty John was a little too eager there to serve, but it's Morgan's serve. Douglas gets that one up. Loudon sends over the free ball. Morgan with the dig up. Petty John sends their overpass over. Petty John with the swing, dug up by the Blue Devils. Loudon's able to cover that tip. Woodley with the swing. Blue Devils were able to corral that one. Beach sends it to that back opposite corner. And that ball goes long on the side. So Wildcats take set number 2 to give us a 2-0 lead in heading into the third. We will be back here in the next couple minutes. And here we are, start of set number 3. Wildcats win this set. They will take the match. Should the Blue Devils be able to pull out this one, we will go to a 4. The Wildcats with the crazy schedule they have They were at a tri match on Saturday, which they won both of those matches. And then their match last night and the match today, they want to get out of here as quick as possible, rest up for their game. They will travel to Finneytown on Thursday for some more CHL action. As for us with DBSN, the next 2 nights we will be out at our soccer games. We've got Reading coming to town. Sorry about that. Got a little distracted. Douglas back to serve. Blue Devils tied up at 1 apiece. Deer Park with the side out there. Woodley into the game. Morgan back to serve. And Woodley gets a kill. Morgan gets herself an ace there. Can't quite get that 3 ball over. And that goes long. So service error by the Blue Devils gives the ball back, or the serve back, to the Wildcats. Denson is going to come in. Loudon's going to take a seat. Pettyjohn back to serve. Pettyjohn with the roll shot. After a quick break, Loudon's going to come back in. And service error by the Blue Devils. Lewis re-enters the game. Beach is able to get that up. Swing by Woodley for the kill. Beach with the serve. And that hits that corner. Lewis with the swing. Point goes to the Wildcats. Carr enters the game. Going to go back to serve. Morgan with the swing. Lewis gets that to drop for a kill. Hard spot to get to on that free ball, with that being a line drive to the campfire. All right, Denson's going to take a seat. Pettyjohn comes back. Loudon back to serve. And it's an ace. Loudon serve gets the Blue Devils out of system. Some chaos over there for the Wildcats as the ball goes up into our rafters. Carr with the dig. Morgan sends it over. Loudon swings. And they're going to say there was a touch. So give the point to the Wildcats. Lewis tips back over, gives the point to the Wildcats. And we have a timeout for Reading. Your Wildcats are leading 13-16 here in the decisive third set. We will be back in 30 seconds. And we are back. Loudon still continues her serving run. And that ball went on the wrong side of the antenna. So point Deer Park. Got a very experienced line judge there with Mr. Beach. Loudon was able to go all the way from the serving line to the 10-foot line to get that ball, and Lewis finishes it with a kill that lands on that back line. Loudon looks to keep the serving run going. it hits that corner that is hard to get to. So the Blue Devils break the Wildcats service run. Loudon's able to corral that up. And that ball goes long. Great job by Riley Card there to follow it all the way back. All right, here comes the lefty. And it's another ace. So service error by Douglas gives the serve back to Redding. Carr is able to get that serve up. Wing by Pettyjohn. Morgan sends it across. And that ball drops behind our libero, Grace Loudon. Wildcats currently with a big lead at 17-9, so we need to keep our foot on the gas here. Loudon with a nice pass up. Pettyjohn sends it to that corner. Redding's able to corral it. And Pettyjohn with the tip. Woodley is going to re-enter the game, giving us our Abby trio up at the net. Morgan is going to serve. So Morgan goes back for another serve. Pettyjohn sends that overpass right back at the Blue Devils. Deer Park can't quite corral the touch on the block, so point to the Blue Devils. Wildcats are nursing a 9-point lead here in the third. Again, if the Wildcats pull out the win, match will be over. If the Blue Devils come back and win this, we will be going into a fourth. We got a kill from Pettyjohn. Jensen's going to come back in the game. Pettyjohn is going to go back to serve. Loudon's going to come back in. And that ball drops on the line. Brooks serve in the second set gave the Wildcats a little bit of trouble. So if you are Deer Park, you want to get a side out quickly before she goes on another run. Ridley with the swing and the kill. Wildcats are 4 points away from taking the match. Lewis is going to come back in. Beach is back to serve as soon as we hit the ball from our other court. Beach is able to get it there. Woodley with the swing. Morgan all on top of that. Sent over. Loudon with the free ball. Woodley with the swing. They're going to go there again. This time she's going to tip. Wolfe with the swing. Peach gets that ball up. And Lewis with the error there. Wildcats still up 21-13. And that ball drops. Can't quite tell from here which one, whether that was Woodley or Denson. With that, either way, it drops. We are 3 points away from taking the match. Riley Carr back to serve. So side out to the Blue Devils. Allen gets served up. Denson with the swing. Carr with the dig. And Morgan with the kill. They're saying there was a touch on the Reading block. So we've got Pettyjohn re-entering the game. Loudon back to serve. 2 points away from taking the match. And that ball falls. Currently 23-15. Wildcats closing in on CHO win number 1 on the year. Lewis sends the ball over. And they're going to say that Grace Loudon with the double touch. So point goes to the Blue Devils. And that ball is out. So Lefty Douglas is going to come in with match point to hopefully lock this away for our Wildcats. And that will do it. Wildcats with a sweep of the Blue Devils. Join us back tomorrow as we welcome in the Reading soccer team.